क्या फकअप हो गया?
जान के कर रहा है, ये जान के कर रहा है।
अच्छा. Hello everyone, how are you doing? Welcome to the Siege X Pakistan Cup. I'm your host Farhan Ali, also known as Rhymes with Puck, and I'm here to present today's match with you alongside my co-caster Sherry. Please introduce yourself.
Hey everyone. So I'm also playing this tournament and we'll be casting this match with Francis Buck, who
This is an interesting. We have someone with skin in the game. So Sherry, tell me, how has this tournament been going for you?
this tournament has been going good. I mean, your former team Shaheen, so doing pretty good, top
Really?
of the leaderboard. And
Okay,
let's
glad to see
see.
you're keeping the legacy alive. Now, what do we have for today? So the match we have right now is Dark Side versus LUG. And here we have on screen the map bans that is ongoing right now. And looking
Yeah,
like we're
it's
going towards.
it's pretty
Okay, it's still
standard
in progress.
bans. All the big maps have been banned out. Probably going towards Chalet or Club, I think.
Very good. I'd be interested to see how Night Haven is played out with the current meta. I haven't been playing the game for a little bit, so okay. Well, guess we're going to Clubhouse, so nothing's changed on this front.
Yeah, I think this is like the fourth or fifth clubhouse we're seeing this tournament.
Really?
Yeah,
And
everyone
how
knows
are
how
the
to play
matches?
club.
How have the matches been going? Are they interesting? Are they close?
Well, some of them have been close, but mostly one-sided. Um, I think this one might be close, but LUG may come out on top.
What's interesting is that I believe we have a player missing from Dark Side. So your claim about LUG coming out on top may be a very likely outcome.
Yeah, well, even if the game starts, they have 5 PC players for starters, and the other team has like all of them or most of them on console, so
So
they're
we have five
already at a
PC
disadvantage.
players on LUG's side, and then on Dark side
Yeah,
we have four console players and no fifth player.
yeah. So on paper, LUG should be winning this easily. So what do you think about our tournament host Vexian?
I think he's
Um,
a very wonderful host, but what I can't speak for right now is how he spectates the game. I think this is a very challenging thing to do, and
yeah, it all comes down to how good he is with those fingers.
yeah, I'm really hoping that we get to see some action and not just someone hiding in the corner of the map while the kill feed is going off.
And we are starting 4v5. That is um interesting.
Yeah, I think that
Ansky
the other team from members from LUG are also quite surprised to see this.
confused. Yeah, they have no idea what's going on. Let me check in with our tournament host Vexian. See what's wrong. Okay, so I've just got news that they won't be playing with a fifth player. Hmm. They seem to have um, power cut issues.
This is good. This is gonna be fun. I think what's gonna be fun is if we see Dark Side still winning rounds. It's gonna be much more entertaining for the people watching.
Yeah, but that is highly unlikely. They are playing without a player and they are on console on top of it.
Let's see. I mean, they are on attack, so maybe we'll unfortunately have to see them lose a few rounds if I remember how clubhouse matches go. There used to be a very defender-sided map, but you can tell me, being an active player, how is the meta on this map right now?
Well, it's pretty similar with just exceptions of operators like RAM being used a lot, and then
Hmm.
there's I believe Denari. Denari, a lot of teams love to play Denari for the enter denial, so really hard to get inside now without clearing util, but the basics are still there. Standard garage push coming in from most teams, and we saw.
And I believe there have been changes to hard breaches as well, right? I think Hibana received a pretty significant buff as well as Thermite. So how does that
Yeah,
impact
Thermite has an
overall?
additional charge now, and Mute Jammer no longer stops. Well, Mute Jammer stops the Hibana pellets and the thermite charge, but doesn't stop the ace charge or pocket breaches anymore.
Interesting. It's a very dynamic game now in terms of hard breaches. Previously, it used to be very stale, especially on a map like Clubhouse, where, if I remember, we would just be following by the book plays.
We're seeing a Amaru rush on the first round.
Yeah, looks
Looks
like
like
they want to pick up some momentum, and with Amaru already so close
Oh,
to the site,
he
and
has
here is
been
the
hit
siege,
with
I remember.
that rush is ruined. Retreats. Hit below.
That's good. It's good to get some util off the
And
board.
they got the bandit. Why would someone bandit trick that wall? No need to do that.
See now, Sherry, this is what I was talking about when things are going to be interesting. Now it's even Stevens. Is the
Yeah,
professional
well,
term for it.
this is the first round. It's even now. Let's hope they can continue that for the remaining rounds as well.
Alright, so they're getting garage open, they're getting the main wall open, and we don't seem to have that much utility for the execute, so I think it's just gonna come down to gunfights and who can get the pick early on.
I think Mav missed a small little part of the breach there. That may prevent him from opening the wall, but let's see.
It's a bit premature of an Ash charge, but that's fine, they're still
Yeah,
gonna
and
get the wall open, I think.
yeah, they missed a spot below. I hope they realize that, because if they don't, they won't get that breach opened up.
That's alright,
Oh,
and now
they
we're
already
looking
bought a
at
garage,
pressure towards
throwing
the
in
garage
util.
side.
Oh, he's rushing up the garage stairs already, and he's gonna get the frag. No one's there to cover him. Oh, Gonzalez gets the refrag though, but they have garage. Yeah, this Melusi. If Hibana realizes there's a Melusi below, and I think she does. Oh, Queen of Hearts gets the frag on the guy.
They
Oh,
knew
they're
about the
set
Melusi,
up.
that's the person who attacked, who got the trade. Now the
Yeah,
defenders are in a disadvantage and the plant is already going down. Flash is going through and looks like the defender is stuck in a 1v3.
Yeah,
He's
well,
stuck on red stairs and doesn't look like he's gonna be able to make this out, but here's hoping.
wow. Well, they won for 45. That's a good start.
They made you eat your words, Cherry. There are 4
Yeah,
players
it
on
looks
console
like.
versus 5 PC players.
Yeah, but it's
They just
still
want to see
the
C attack.
first round. It's just the first round, so maybe
Yeah, it's all about momentum, and
LUG.
I think this was a pretty good momentum. It wasn't even down to a 1v1 or anything. It was pretty much a steamroll. Textbook CC garage take. They even got the plant down,
I think
played it
LUG
safe,
was
smart,
not
didn't push the
ready
last guy.
for that garage push so early on, and hopefully they can fix that. Otherwise, it's gonna cost them more rounds. Basement defense, and they switched sides after that. CC defense.
It's good to keep trying new things. Didn't work the first time. Didn't look like they were doing anything out of the ordinary. And sorry to say, but there wasn't much coordination there as well. They dropped a lot of picks without getting refrags. That's what cost them the round. Which is hopefully going to be easier for them to make up on a basement defense where players have to play together. So,
Yeah,
based
but
on this
basement-
operator lineup, is this looking like a turtle setup to you, Sherry?
It definitely is. They're playing for the Valk for the Nitro Cell probably, and the util offs like Rooney, Lucy, Pen for the execute. They even have gate for stopping that hatch, and it looks like they have nothing to get rid of the gate charges. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they push this round without getting those hatches opened. They don't have anything for the vert either. They're gonna have to use these Flores charges.
It's gonna be fine if they're going for a kitchen only take, and from what I've seen in the last round, it looks like their coordination is enough to do a very basic take. It's gonna be down to how LUG manages their defense. If they can hold off the pushes from tunnel as well as the vertical from lobby, I think their best bet is gonna be try to hold the deep arsenal position. Try to. There we go. This is exactly what I'm talking about, and they already got a pick, and now it's 5v3. They got the Hibana, no hard breacher, but I think the hatch has been opened. They still don't have tunnel yet. They do not have enough vertical done in Arsenal to get the push down, but now we're seeing tunnel take from Flores, and unfortunately he does not win the gunfight. Now this is not enough to take the round. We needed to see a little bit more gunplay from Darkside, more coordination in that, at least take the refrags, but now they're gonna be stuck in hoping for LUG to slip up, make some mistakes.
Yeah, it
But
doesn't look
from
like
what
that anytime
yeah.
soon though, because LUG is just holding side, not trying to make any plays. They pretty much have
They're
this round.
They're gonna play it safe, wait out the 1 minute. Oh. My God.
Okay, that's one too many
Absolutely
bullets.
pummeling the body. Yeah. Just make sure the Hibana's dead. Yeah.
Yeah, I could have killed 5 of them with the amount of bullets used there.
What do you think about this round, Sherry? I think
Yeah, I think it's only up
Darkside.
from here for Team LUG. Because they seem to have realized they can't take this lightly, even though it's a 4v5 from that first round.
Exactly. So maybe what you're saying is that the first round was just a warm up for LUG. They
Yeah, I think they're
got
pretty
a little
relaxed
too
playing this
callous.
4v5. I don't think they're stressed about.
I think the same could be said about Darkside. They've realized that need to play a little bit more coordinated, make sure that they're winning their gunfights. Otherwise, it's not going to be possible. Even if they get the first pick, it's not going to be enough to win the round because they're already down a man.
Yeah. Hopefully we can see their 5th person getting back in the game mid-match. Highly unlikely though.
Well, we'd have to get a revote for that because we started without them.
Yeah, but I think we don't have any. So just received word from Vexian that he's off to eat.
What's he eating?
Yeah, I think he was saying something along the lines of something I can't really say on the stream.
Yeah, I think we shouldn't finish that. And then already we have the hard breacher. A is taking entry into the site. This is the kind of play we need to see from Darkside to catch LUG players off guard. Try to get that early pick without giving them an opportunity for a trade. But looks like he hasn't been successful so far. He's already taken CCTV and now looks like they're going to be engaging the Fenrir that's holding cash room. He's fortified pretty safely and there is some pressure from below from the Ash. I don't think this is going to be easy for Fenrir to escape once they start getting the walls open. Little game of cat and mouse as the room is starting to get high on temperature. Fenrir is getting stuck in a corner. Now the Melusi is there to try to get the refrag, but with the position that Fenrir is in and how Darkside is playing safely, just clearing the corners, And I have just been proven wrong where Melusi has just picked up a kill, followed up by one from Valkyrie down below in Lounge, and now the round is pretty much lost. A
Yeah,
trade back
they did.
from Recruit, but it's not enough. He's down to a 1v4. Pressure mounting from all sides. Looks like he's solid on his M4. He's gonna need to be solid on the positioning as well if he needs to kill 3 players. Amazing reload on that Valkyrie. I must say that's something I have not seen
Yeah,
before.
for a second I thought we were in another game there.
Yeah.
Made that 1v4 into a 1v2. Khan Skywalker
This
stuck
is
behind
very
his-
interesting. He does not have much HP. No, he does. That was his bullet count.
Yeah,
My
Khan
bad.
Skywalker does have the skin buff though, so that might help him secure this frag.
That's true.
No,
Oh!
I have been proven wrong again, and he's on an ace.
This is setting up an ace clutch for Sentry
This is going
with a
to
very
be-
unusual name. I wish I could pronounce that to give him the credit he deserves
CRS
for pulling off
Spy.
a quad kill.
CRS
Only
Spy
15
on
seconds.
gets the EMP.
It's gonna be the gunfight.
He doesn't know where the player
No
is.
positioning. Site is full of traps. He has the diffuser.
Going in
Oh
for
no,
the
there's not enough holes in the
plant.
site. Oh,
Mira knows where the plant is, and that's an easy
Nice.
kill.
That's hard to watch.
Effort.
That's heartbreaking.
Yeah, they did everything they were supposed to. Got the cash vault opened up, but they got outgunned. Now they are down another player.
Is this
Nothing
true? Can we
seems-
press tab?
Nothing seems to be going their way today. They just Khan Skywalker typing a lot in the chat. He should be focusing on his gunfights right now. And we have hated Panda in the chat saying Jim bed no breach denial. Yeah, team LUG needs to work on their setups.
They're playing a pretty heavy trap meta, as you can see at the end. If it were not for that Melusi, maybe that Sentry or whatever his name is on attacker side, he would have gotten away with the ace clutch. But not bringing any
Yeah.
breach denial is not. I wouldn't say it's not going in their favor.
Yeah, I guess that is the meta now because you have so many traps. Even if you ban like 3 trappers, there's gonna be 3 more to be picked.
I mean, LUG knows that they're down a player. They can't bring every operator that's required to play this map. And even on the basement attack, it looks like they didn't have any EMPs.
Yeah, I think Darkseid needs to ban at least a Fen or Melusi. That's making their pushes a lot harder.
Got they?
No, that's
Okay,
Team
looks like we'll
LUG
be back
asking.
after a rehost.
Yay, we are back, Farhan. We're joined by Invi.
In me, hello. In
Oh,
me,
I
goodbye.
think I think he just got a power cut.
And we have some good news. And now we have some bad news. So the good news is that
Yeah,
we have a 5v5. The bad news is that there's been an issue
hosting of
with
the
the hosting of the match.
yeah. Well, I just confirmed with Xi, and it looks like he was busy eating his kebab at the start of the game.
It's okay, you don't understand the challenges that an admin faces. A single admin in today's economy.
Yeah, and in this case, it was just oily fingers. Just click the button.
I'm hoping that we don't face the same issues with inviting the players.
Yeah.
Shall we be right back, Sherry?
Yeah, yeah. Let's see you guys in a bit.
We're finally back with the correct round order this time and a
And
full
all
squad on
five,
dark side.
yeah. Now it's gonna be interesting to see what Darkseid can pull off with an extra player because they seem to be doing pretty good with just 4.
Yeah, I mean, even a 3-3 split or a 2-4 split from attackers on Clubhouse would be doable to get this match into OT.
Yeah, Team LUG cannot afford to be making mistakes anymore with the way Darkseid has been playing.
What mistakes have they been making? Could you please point them out?
I think the biggest one would be everyone playing alone. They need to hold crossfires at least so they can trade off anyone getting picked off.
Interesting. That's not what I saw in the last round. Especially on the gym defense, what we noticed was that they were pretty good on their crossfires. They managed to wipe out all of Darkseid with just the
Yeah, but
Fenrir hiding
they
in cash room.
ended up giving picks one by one to
Exactly. So with the man advantage, they weren't playing safe. But early on in the round, when they do have an even man count on both sides, they're playing pretty serious. They're not letting Darkseid take any room.
Yeah, let's see how it goes with all 10 players in the lobby.
Now, as a reminder, this was the first round where we were also defending CCTV cash room, but with only 4 players on attacker side, and they still managed to win the round. Now it's a full lineup. They have everything. They have the Grim for the garage, they have a fuse for something, and then they have Ace as well. But now we have a bandit on the wall. They're watching the YouTube comments. They've got the breach denial. Is this gonna hurt the attacker lineup if they? That's what the fuse was for.
Yep, pretty standard nowadays. Everyone brings in the fuse to stop that bandit trick. Because even if the bandit manages to trick the ace charge, the fuse goes off.
And he dies.
Yep.
The wall is open. A good amount of utility has been cleared from garage. But LUG is prepared for this. They've got the Jaeger posted up on rafters.
Twitch getting the
pressure from all
util.
sides.
Floris getting the util. It's about time they push in with the Grim charges. Seems to be going down as we speak. Jaeger holding the angle on the garage window. Oh, Twitch goes in.
Punished!
Kicked off. They go in without clearing garage. Why would they do that?
It was a good play, I would say, but they were punished by the Fenrir.
Yes, but Twitch was not looking towards garage. Rather that Jaeger
Twitch
is
was
playing
going in to get the Jaeger in garage, and the Jaeger in garage has gotten players off the dark side lineup.
Yeah, it's
Let's take it play by play there. What went wrong for dark side?
I think they were expecting the Jaeger on the rafter side in front of the garage door, but he was playing right next to the wall, and that
Yeah.
threw them off. Along with the Fenrir charge.
Yeah, and the utility is again helping out LUG. They've got everything. They've got the
That's a,
Melusi traps, they've got the Fenrir traps.
they lit him up from that angle next to A-bomb. Rooney DMR to finish him off.
Now the round could have gotten a lot differently if that Jaeger, even if they were able to clear him with a trade, which I think would have been an acceptable thing to have happen. But
Yeah,
because
then they
Darkseid,
wouldn't have been able to deny the plant. They had a guy on main door, and they had side.
they didn't have anyone push up from garage stairs. Instead, they just had Twitch run in from the breach, which is fine. It's okay, she died. But we needed the reflag there. And then once they have garage, They don't have any breach denial. I think they may have had a C4, but it wouldn't have been enough based on what I know about CCTV. Once you get the bomb down, it's tough. And now we are looking at round 5 in the church arsenal.
LUG taking things seriously now, not overpeaking anything and bringing in the right ops.
They're
With
listening
the
to you.
same, they're going with
They
the
listen
same
to your
lineup
advice.
almost. Yeah, and they're. I think Han Skywalker is on Cade now instead of Jaeger for the hatches. Seem to be sticking with the trap ops, defense split.
It's a good lineup. The traps that they're running are definitely not something that Darkseid is able to catch. But let's
Yeah,
see, it may
they-
be different this round. They have the IQ.
It's their first attempt with 5 people on this basement defense. Hopefully they can.
And the 5th
Build on
player is
it.
playing Ram. So there's your gripe that you had. There's not enough vertical for backup arsenal.
Yeah, they got the kitchen hallway opened up so early. Gonna get back arsenal opened up pretty soon as well. There we go. Replaces Nitro Cell, but yeah, IQ is spotting the cams.
One C4 is left for LUG, which is going to be used for the plant denial because they don't have anything else. There's no smoke. And Darkseid is setting up for a perfect kitchen take.
Wait,
They've
they
already
are out
gotten
of
rid of the
nitro
cage
cells.
charge.
They have no nitro cells left. Both of
They
them
have
are
one
used.
left on Valkyrie. No, Valkyrie
Oh,
still
okay.
has one.
It was Cade who used the nitro cell. Makes sense.
Yes. Now the other point of failure that was the issue
They
on
are
the last
again.
church attack.
Again,
still
pushing
don't have
this
handle.
fan on the same position as the last round. Oh, he gets picked off again. It's gonna cost them a lot, but Max blessed. Falls back. Crash to
See,
delay,
now
delay
this
even
is the
more
second
time.
issue with Darkseid's push. They're having. Okay, that's interesting. We have
Oh,
Hibana drop in and get the pick from tunnel. Refrag comes in, Kate dies, and then we have Flores in perfect position. Man disadvantage for LUG, and now Darkseid is preparing for an execute. Unfortunately, they lose the Flores. Diffuser goes down near tunnel door, but still Darkseid is in a good position to play off the plant. LUG is in the backside of the basement. They have one C4 left on Valkyrie, which is going out for the denial. No C4.
they
And
managed
bomb
to get
is
the diffuser
down.
No retaliation whatsoever.
And there we have it, Darkseid playing perfectly, getting the refrags that we needed for the bomb to go down, and it's a textbook kitchen take from the console team.
Yeah, there was no one to deny that plant. Everyone was playing either church, and they picked off the 2 people
think-
playing in dirt and back arsenal.
That was
Sorry,
a
dirt box.
very well played, coordinated round rather, from both teams. Unfortunately, the slip up from LUG's side was that the only possibility of a denial with the Valkyrie, and Valkyrie was on the flank, which if it had worked, she would have taken top kitchen, and then they would have played for a retake. But having the C4 and not being there to use it, that's a big misplay. And now our
Yup.
round count is 2 and 3.
Problem Child did make it a 3v3, so all they had to do was deny the plant, and that would have secured the round.
Exactly, now we're back to bedroom with a very similar lineup. I think it's the same, I'm not sure if they had a Jaeger, but this is going to be a tough defense for LUG now that they have 5 players to go up against. They have all the utility now. They're running multiple hard breachers. I'm guessing the recruit has a gadget as well. There's no breach denial from LUG's side. YouTube comment has perfectly analyzed this issue, this gap in LUG's defense, and the gap has not been addressed by them, which may be the reason for a 3-3 split on Clubhouse defense. First pick. Where has this murder occurred? We have the hard breacher taking entry on Garage and taking out the Valkyrie. That's the only C4 from LUG's side gone. No utility to deny plant, but I'm guessing with the way this round is going to play out, we're not going to let it get down to a plant situation.
Yeah, they're holding cash with so much util. Nothing to stop that ace from opening up cash like we saw before. So hopefully they can clear this cash soon and push. Otherwise, getting the plant down is really hard on the side.
With only 4 players on their side, I'm not sure if LUG want to commit to this hold on cash. They might end up losing the Fenrir, and defending bedroom with a 3 versus 4, even if they get the pick, it'll be a 3 versus 4 and won't be enough to deny the plant.
Yeah, they do have a cross established, Problem Child and Max. Max gets picked off.
We lost the Fenrir in cash, and Melusi wasn't able to get the refrag. Now they're down 3 versus 4. They actually have a potential pick on the window. I'm not sure if they know that they've downed an attacker. Oh, this is turning around fast.
Problem Child.
We have a 3v3 right now. Ash is down on the window.
What? That's a beautiful shot by Problem Child.
Very intense match going on. Back and forth. Got the Ash back up.
Their top performer from yesterday is back up. Smite. Problem Child is down.
Does it come down to gunplay at the end?
Yep.
They just cleared the round from windows, taking the fights.
I think Darkside would be happy with a 3-3 split.
They're on top of their game. With 5 players, they're coordinating. They're getting their downed players back up. They're getting the refrags. The pressure that they were putting in was a little bit one-dimensional, but it was enough to get LUG peeking their heads out and getting sniped. Now, let's see how LUG performs
they
on
really
the
need
attack.
to play the fallback game a bit more. Let's see how Darkside defends their sides.
So did the bans reset? Oh no, they just banned 2 operators each, right? Isn't it 1 ban after 1 round?
No, they changed that, so now it's 2 bans on before the match starts and 1 ban after 3 rounds.
Okay, interesting.
Do I see 4 players again on Darkside side?
Looks like a thick and heavy roster. I don't think there's 4 players, there's 5 very healthy players.
Oh. So Shaw from Arctic is saying Khan Skywalker is the original one. He's carrying his whole team on his shoulders. What's his score looking like? He's doing 2-3 after the rehost. He needs to step up a bit more if he wants to see his team win. Skywalker won't be happy about
This
Khan
rivalry that
Skywalker.
we have going on.
Yeah, it's Skywalker
When
versus
when do
Khan
we have them
Skywalker.
facing off? Is there gonna be a
We need
match?
a 1v1 between Khan Skywalker and Skywalker.
This is interesting. They're playing confidently, but LUG is stepping back. They're fighting back. They're not just gonna let Zany get away with it.
Oh, they have the call
And I
on the
think they
stock guy,
have
wall bangs.
they have someone trapped inside. It's Aruni.
CRS
She's
misses
stuck,
the
but there's no one
shots.
holding the blue window cut off, letting him get back.
Yeah, I don't think they're pushing blue. They have jabs on the bar door and seem to be pushing
Yeah, it's a
this
pretty
kitchen
standard
strip
roam
side.
clear to have someone on blue for the cutoff. I think you've forgotten to play Siege. I'm interested to see how you're gonna play in the match, Sherry, if you don't know this basic rule of roam clear on Clubhouse.
Yeah, but it looks like they are not gonna clear that. They're just going for the dirt and kitchen take. That's the only explanation for.
They took bar. They had
Yeah.
a nomad push bar.
Okay, what
Very generous with
am
the
I
minutes.
seeing?
That's a trick to take out the Cade.
Okay, but that worked.
Yeah, they got the Cade charge and now it's just gonna be an impact trick.
But should have used just 2 pellets on each side.
That's true. But I think they... Yeah, she's out of pellets and I guess they're gonna be using a secondary hard breach to get this hatch open.
Yeah, let's hope
It's
Striker
not a
has...
kitchen tunnel push. I feel like they want to have some pressure from main side as well. Perhaps even get into Moto.
Yallah Habibi is down. Gets picked off from under the hatch. The guy inside dirt.
The canine pick is
Oh,
what's
his
gonna
legs
matter
are
here.
visible. I hope he realizes that he can see his legs. No, he goes in and falls.
Boom, boom goes the Nitro Cell, and there goes Khan Skywalker, who's dropping down into sight to assist his teammates. Unfortunately, that leaves Max Bless on the Nomad alone in blue, away from his team.
Ooh, some feedback coming in
Wonderful
from Lucy.
Yeah, that's a good thing to point out.
IOUG won't be pleased with that.
Yep, that's a good defense shown by Darkside. LUG, I think they had some good effort. If only there was some better economy on those Hibana pellets, maybe they could have gotten Moto hatch open, get some pressure in, but what I think the round came down to was the operator lineup just not working for LUG. They just weren't able to have all the pressure points open that are needed to get a good push going on into Church Arsenal.
And it was also the side. The basement is considered hard to attack, favorite side for defenders compared to the other sides. So let's see if LUG can come back in the game with these other 2 sides in play. Bro is AFK. Interesting. They
No.
seems to be doing fine.
I don't think that's interesting, especially knowing what I know about Tubrow's gadget.
Maybe that is the
usually-
strat.
Yeah,
They're just
I
bringing
mean,
in
it doesn't
Tubrau
really matter.
to put fear in the enemy team that they have a Tubrau, don't go for the breach yet.
And then they don't even know that Tubrow's AFK, right? So
Yeah,
they just
so
waste the time.
200. Oh, spawn peak with the Cade shotgun. Okay,
He got it last round, and he's ready for
yeah,
it.
he should not be getting away with it multiple times.
Let's go.
No, Zayab, what are you doing there?
We lose the bandit through the drone hole. That is very unlucky.
Oh, they got the... Okay, Castle shot the battery. I was wondering, where are they shooting from?
Yeah, they
Get that battery.
don't have launch control with the minute into the round because
They don't have the They don't have bandit anymore. They can easily open this breach.
So what's going on over here is that they have a castle set up in lounge just so
Oh,
the
they have
attackers can't come and shoot the batteries. And what
four of
actually
these
ended up
attackers
happening
here.
was castle shot the battery.
Yes.
And they're changing the push. They just changed
Yeah,
the entire
four players
push.
on construction side, and they seem to be aware of it. Main breach just opened up to browse out of those gadgets. Khan asking for cover from below, but there is no one below yet.
They still don't have lounge, so planting is going to be very difficult, especially with the C4 up on Mira and a Mira window up as well.
They have nothing to get rid of the Mira window either. Not an Ash or Hibana. They're gonna have to use their stuns or smokes and try to make a play here. Hope they're aware of this castle below, because he is an easy pick from that construction hatch.
They definitely are, but they haven't sent any player down to attack him, as far as I can see.
Yeah, they are not aware. They are completely ignoring the hatch.
Entry goes in and Nomad takes out the only C4 on their side. Push is going down.
No.
Castle's there to deny the push from below. Oh no, the Mira window's still up and there's a big crossfire going on from LUGs.
Blindly. That is a disaster.
There you go, that's a
And
slaughter.
T-Bags again. This is not looking good for LUG.
With the Mira window alive, even without the Mira window, that's too many crossfires to walk into without any utility.
Yeah, all they had to do was clear out the guy playing below the construction hatch, and they would have been set up for the plant.
That was number one priority, but I think time wasn't on LUG's side.
Yeah,
They weren't
didn't
able
have
to.
intel either that what was going on below. Hopefully they're aware of it now and can fix that mistake next time on this side.
Looks like it, and what we are seeing from Dark Side is that they do prefer expanding their defense across multiple floors. And we're gonna see how that translates into their setup on bedroom defense. You know, this is exactly the kind of gameplay I expect from Clubhouse. Even though players are making mistakes, what actually ends up working with the team that ends up taking the round is the one that has the better operator lineup, has the better strat, plays better in the coordinated execution. Even though we have some spawn peaks going on the basement defense, we had an attacker lose. And now we have a defender lose their life to the ace. But I don't think this is going to matter that much in the overall outcome of the round. It all matters how coordinated they are on the attack. Because even 3 players on Clubhouse now on a good site setup are enough to take out all the attackers pushing.
Yeah, they just need to oh,
That is exactly what I'm talking about. The mistimed cover from the window, and Bandit was able to trick Thermite charge.
yeah, thankfully Thermite now has 3 charges, or that might have costed them another round.
That's good. So they still have one more left for maybe construction, or if they want to move their push towards
Child
the CC
wins the
side.
gunfight on the Mira peeking the window. You are not supposed to be doing that, Mira.
The defense is stretched thin. We only have 2 players on the top floor. Mute is on down below, and we have 5 attackers ready to push in onto Cash. See, now he's stuck alone. He's got no cover, and then there we have Mute coming in with the flank. Oh,
Gets picked off, misses the shots on Ace.
that's about as much as he can do from below. Because there's no rotate on red, so he wasn't able to have a perfect flank.
CRS getting a pick.
LUG is not winning the gunfights. You need to be
Zayab
very
is
careful when
really
pushing
low.
these last two defenders.
CRS lit
Despite being a
up.
man down, see how aggressive he's playing.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, he lost.
Maybe one on this
Just keep
bandit.
rolling
Gets
through
a
the
kick, gets two! Zayab may
He's
be
in
able to win this. He is really lit though.
40 seconds and his
But
position is
BB,
known
are
to
you
him.
aware? A, he will get the pick on Zayab.
That's how you stay cool, calm, collected. Even when your whole team dies, you have the information. Bandit, valiant effort, was unable to get the last pick and close out the round. Lead goes towards dark side 5-4. And I think we're going back into basement, which was a very difficult attack for LUG. And going off how these last 3 rounds have gone, I don't think
Team
LUG is
Darkside,
going to be in the right
every player
headspace.
on Team Darkside side tried to play aggressive, peek the attackers. Didn't end up going their way this time.
No, Darkside won. Oh no, Darkside lost the round. LUG won. My mistake.
Yes. It did work out for them when it was 3-3, but from there on, not working out. Just received confirmation from Vexian that he ordered another kebab.
I'm very hungry as well.
Who needs to stop eating so much?
Lest he become overburdened.
Yeah.
Overburdened with gluttony.
Who do you think is the favorites to win this tournament?
I don't know much about the team, but I'm guessing Shaheen's is pretty up there in terms of fan favorite teams, huh?
Yeah, definitely, but we also have a team from Saudi.
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, Team Rafa, they have been dominating in the games they have played so far. Yet to see them play against Shaheens.
When do we have that match? Is it gonna be in the group stages?
They are in different groups, so probably in the playoffs.
That's gonna be interesting. But even the match that we're watching right now, I think it is turned out to be quite a show. What started off as a 4v5 is now turned into a very, very heated face-off, with both teams going head-to-head, trying their best. We already have the clear coming in from the strip side, and Skopos takes the gunfight, not backing off, despite not having any cover, and there goes the refrag.
Yeah, he
4
should
on
have
4.
He should have switched or lurked inside strip club to waste more
No,
of
but
their time.
Skopos has taken out the Nomad, and I'm not sure how many charges she was able to place, but it's going to be a big problem for LUG because we still have the Vigil on the roam, and without a Nomad to cover their flanks, not sure if LUG is gonna have the full concentration to be able to pull off the site execute.
Definitely. They will get the hatch open this time. All they need to do is clear the guy in back arsenal. Go for a plant.
Less than a minute on the clock and Vigil is coming down for the flank. It looks like he wants to retreat back and help his teammates on site rather than push for a flank.
Are they aware of this guy in back arsenal? I don't think so. They are not aware of the guy inside back arsenal.
Critical error, misdroned the Melusi on the back of Arsenal, and with no vertical they weren't able to clear it. He's going in for the refrag.
Another guy
That is not
drops,
a
a
smart
third
play.
guy drops. It won't be any different if 5 people drop that hatch. Have
I
to
think
clear the
we should
back
send
arsenal.
another person. I think maybe the other person will be able to get him. If not that person, then finally another person. It's a bit like gambling. You know, just one more spin, Sherry. Just one more
Much time
person
on the
dropping down
clock.
the hatch.
They could not be making those mistakes, especially now that it's match point. They need 2 rounds to go to overtime. Try to win it there.
Very demoralizing round for LUG, not droning out Arsenal properly or not following the proper procedure to do some vertical play and then make sure that at least their flanks are covered and the side is clear before they drop in. And even after that, maybe the round was salvageable had they not just sent another player dropping down the hatch.
Yeah, they had
Have
a guy
also
picked
died.
off early off, but they managed to trade him. Managed to get the hatch open, managed to get a guy inside third. All they had to do was clear back Arsenal. And go for plant.
I think the teams are pretty fair on the playing level in terms of gunfights. And when it comes down to it, when they actually go for the gunfights, we can't really tell who's gonna win. So I'm surprised when we see a play like that from LUG where they just throw themselves into a very disadvantageous, obviously not great play. They just end
Yeah, a
up
lot
throwing
of
the
pressure
round.
on them now, though. They are on the verge of losing this game. They need 2 rounds to get back in, try to win this thing. Let's see if
If
they can
anything
pull
to
it
bring it
off.
back, this is the round.
Khan Skywalker has been extremely quiet. He had been the guy to get double kill, triple killed in these pitch rounds. He needs to pop off for his team to try and come back in this game.
Contested on the main wall, Bandit and Tuber out tricks, and looks like we have
Problem child
someone
is
falling
downed
off the
already.
roof.
That is unfortunate.
Revive goes
Bandit
out
to
and
So we have this Tuberau Bandit and Thatcher invested on trying to stop this bandit trick.
it's gonna happen.
Who's gonna come out on
This
top?
wall is critical for this round. They only have one hard breacher. If they don't get this, I think they're gonna be locked out. It's been tricked.
Oh, they
They got
managed to
one part
open
of it open.
Well, that's still better than nothing.
It is, and I think what Bandit is doing, he wants to play for a pick here. He's getting greedy.
Castle making
He
work
still has a
goes
teammate below. Castle is there to support. The same Castle that clutched the last round because of his position in lounge not being contested by LUG is again going uncontested. There seems to be no pressure from
Khan
LUG in
Skywalker sees the
clearing below.
battle. Faruni knows where he's playing in garage. Spots him and gets the frag. Aruni, you are not supposed to be peeking that door.
Refrag comes in from below. Zany is taking out the garage push, just stopping it dead in its tracks. And now with the no pressure of her blue window or stock, I don't think LUG is gonna be able to take garage, even though they have the pick on the player on the rafters.
Oh, guy in oil pits. He's gonna be a nightmare for LUG.
This is amazing. I'm loving what Darkside is doing. They're rotating to exactly where LUG is playing, pushing their players from.
Yep, they're not
They
sitting
have
idly on side.
they have so much pressure on garage, and they rotated all their players, one into oil pit, one into lounge. They're just not
Thatcher
letting
goes
LUG take
in.
any ground.
Gets picked off. And it is over. Dark side. Starting with 4 people, but finishes it with 5. With a win.
Amazing. See? And there goes your prediction in the gutter. Amazing performance from Darkside.
We do see Castle with the headgear.
Is this not allowed?
Which is not allowed, so yeah. But no,
Nice, bro.